that time of the morning on Wednesday, and usually we talk about the Veterans Program, courtesy of the Lifton Institute of Media, Arts, and Sciences, also known as the LIMS Movie Studio, fully functioning movie studio in Castaic. So if you are a producer, you're looking to put something together, you don't have to go down to Hollywood. You can actually access the studios. They've got pre-production, post-production, even conference rooms for table reading, everything you need, and a bevy of people there, crew members ready to serve you. They are also a working educational facility for veterans, training them in the art of filmmaking and with a variety of programs. So if you're a veteran, especially whether you just got out of the service or whether you are looking for that midlife career change, looking to get into the film industry, limsla.com, the veterans program specifically, Vet200, that's the number 200.com. But here with me this morning, actually from their social media department, Buck Bedia, also a Navy veteran. Good morning, Buck.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Thank you.
So this is something, as not a student, you work with LIMS in an effort to kind of promote from a social media marketing standpoint. So what is it specifically that you're responsible for?
I'm responsible for all the social media sites. I'm responsible for getting the word out, promoting LIMS, getting more veterans familiar with the programs that we have at LIMS, and hopefully, especially one of the big things is helping homeless veterans. Jimmy Lifton has done a really great job with that, heading that program. And it's just giving veterans not another chance, but a chance to explore their experiences and use their trade, not just in like a military-wise, but in the entertainment industry.
Yeah, as a veteran myself, and I know you know, Buck, there's a lot that's there to offer, but sometimes you come out, no matter what field you were in, like in my case, finding out that, that's not really the career path I wanted to take, but not really knowing what to do with all that training and discipline that you kind of know. And you may or may not have enough money to go to college, or you may not even want to go to a traditional college. I think this is terrific that Lifton is offering these programs. And especially, I know that I had an interview with Jimmy a couple of weeks ago about the Sponsor a Veteran program, where they're really trying to help cover some of the costs of living costs and things while these veterans go through the program. So you guys are really dedicated to that. I think it's terrific.
Yes, sir. There's the short time that I've been there, there's been a couple guys that, through just, talking to them, doing interviews with them, find out that they're homeless. And when we find out, we talk to Jimmy about it, and Jimmy helps and finds out ways for these guys to have, a roof over their head, at least during the time that they're there at the institute while they're training. And then the best thing about the program is that it's just not, you're going to training, as soon as you're finished with your training, out the door you go. No, LIMS, they help with job placement. And that was one of the things that really perked my ears up. And I was like, really? Because a lot of, film schools and other institutes like that, they don't really help with the after you get finished with the training. And that's one of the big things about LIMS is they help you find a job and get on your feet. And that's great. Yeah,
the mantra "homeless to Hollywood" is not just one of those marketing things that LIMS does. And actually, having interviewed several of the veterans who have gone through the program, some of them were not in the best shape employment-wise and money-wise getting into the program. And there were one guy I interviewed went through the sound program, and immediately after he graduated was hired to do work on a film in the Bahamas. So that does happen. And what's nice about the program too, Buck, is that you talk about some of these schools where either they're saddling you with debt, some sort of loans or things like that, student loans or some other loans where it's a situation where you're unsure what's going to happen. LIMS for veterans there's nothing going in. You're just going into the program, you're beginning, it's a full immersion training. So I think that's terrific. So tell me, I know you've kind of probably witnessed these transformations from these guys in their first day through their last, right?
Yes, sir. Just seeing people come to the institute, and at first they're kind of leery, like, oh, what am I going to see? What are we going to do? They say that we're going to.
When's the shoe going to drop?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly, and just there's always we always used to, especially being veterans, we're always used to a little catch, and there is no catch at LIMS. What they tell you is the truth. Like, you're going to work on real productions. That's another one of the big things that I'm just really. I love about LIMS is it's not a student project. You go to like any other film school, you're going to be working on a whole bunch of other little student projects that aren't really, I'm going to say not going to make any much out of it. But here at LIMS, you're working with stars, you're working with pros, people that have been in the industry for dozens of years. Everybody that I've talked to have been in like the instructors there have been there for at least 10, 15 years in the business, and learning from these pros and taking tips from them. And then it's also networking in this business. Everybody who's trying to be in the business knows it's who you know.
That's true.
That's one of the big things, and meeting these people and getting that face-to-face time is really really beneficial.
I think that's important. So if you're a veteran, again, whether you just ETS'd, and you know what that means if you're a veteran, or if you've been out for years and years and years. There's been guys my age who were in the same time I was in the mid 80s. Again, that second career path, if you've we're in an industry that has suddenly gone away, this is an opportunity for you to retrain, and plenty of work here in LA to be able to get you going. And then not to mention, if you don't want to stay here, there's plenty of other film opportunities even around the country. So this is terrific. Buck, I really appreciate you coming and kind of giving your perspective on LIMS movie studio as the Lifton Institute of Media Arts and Sciences. Again, limsla.com, the veteran-specific program. And again, there are several different career options to choose from. If you go to vet200.com, V-E-T, the number 200.com, you'll be able to kind of check it out and kind of get the ball rolling and at least begin to make contact. So, Buck, thank you so much for coming out and talking about this.
Thank you very much.
And again, thank you for your service, man.
Yes, also, if I can also say, on Facebook, LIMS Movie Studios. That's on our Facebook and on our Instagram. If you can follow us, that would be great. Keep up with the things that we're doing.
That's the first point of contact. I think it's terrific. So again, thanks again, man.
All right,
really
thank you
appreciate
very
it.
much.